What's happening, everybody? Chris back with you at Patriot RC here. We have on the bench this Wednesday some broken shit. Well, previously broken shit. The last video where we left off 3 months ago, over 3 months ago now. Ridiculously, I just got the parts in last week. Believe it or not, FMS, thanks. 2 weeks into the wait, I went ahead and ordered the metal drive shafts and put those on. Put this back on the shelf here, get that out of the way. 2 months in, I contacted FMS. Is like, hey, what's going on, man? I've still got nothing. So about 2 weeks ago now, so 3 months in a week, something like that, the parts finally showed up. They sent me 4 packages of FMS drive shaft assembly parts. So I'm just going to leave them in the package. Those things, after I got them out and was looking at them, there's no way to even fix the one I thought I could fix. In the video, I went to rewatch it, and the end of the drive shaft was just completely spun. So, where it's crossed in the middle, it was completely spun 90 degrees. So it would never clock. So this thing, the Wltoys 124008, I believe I nailed that. Maybe not. Anyway, this is broken every time I've driven it. I went back and looked. I think it was a year ago now. I did a video for this. And, well, over a year ago, I believe. This has been sitting for about a year. Finally I got bored, and finally I was like, you know what? Hell with it. I'm going to charge up battery. I'm going to run my TRX4 Bronco, which I rebuilt. I got one in on a trade. And, rebuilt it from ground up, redid the spools, everything for it, and needed to test drive. Well, it was a Blazer when I got it, but it was completely trash. Here we go. Here's the body for it. The entire back end's missing, front end's missing, and it is been rode hard and hung up wet. It's cracked everywhere. So took the Blazer body off and switched up my Bronco parts onto that chassis. And so anyway, charged up the battery, ran the Bronco for 15, maybe 20 minutes. And I was like, well, we'll just drain the battery out on this. Got all kinds of trash on my workbench here. So anyway, I got this out and ran it just in my gravel driveway, which is, let's just say 20 by 80. I believe it's actually almost 25 and not quite 85 feet. So just say 20 by 80, and just ran this, up and down for probably about 20 minutes. So, which was good run time, on I guess a basher buggy, on a battery that had already been, previously ran on another car. So the previous breakages in my last video on this, I was driving it through the yard, hit a mole mound, and everything you see here that I'm pointing at absolutely shattered. I mean, the drive shaft was fine. This snapped, that snapped, this snapped off. The steering link back here that connects to the servo, the one on this side snapped off. It sheared off on this side. Everything just totaled it out. So I got that all replaced. No, we sent the car back. They sent me another car. Is that how that worked? Because I returned, yeah, I sent it back because I wasn't going to wait for parts. Completely unavailable. So got the other car in, drove it 20 feet in my paved driveway, and it bumped up against my car. This part shattered. So I ordered the metal one, front and rear. The rear one I've still got stock, but I've upgraded the front one with the aluminum here, and shot a video on it. Talked about how I hated it. I did take it out off my property once to a bicycle trail. It did fine on almost perfectly flat stuff. It'd get airborne, but as soon as you hit a rut about this wide, so as wide as one of these tires, not height, from top to bottom that wide, this thing, you lose it. It flips. You got to walk of shame, pick it up. It does not handle other things very well. So I shit on it in the last video, not literally. And then I hung it up on the wall, and it hasn't been touched since. Drove it up and down gravel driveway yesterday, and it was actually really fun. I didn't hit anything. You know that my gravel driveway is plenty wide. My paved driveway is 18 feet by 70, and that's okay, but it does way better on gravel. Mine is pelting yourself, because this thing, it will lay your flesh open if you catch your, rocks on your shin. Oh my God, does that hurt? Or in the face. Nobody likes taking a hot load to the face. So loved driving it yesterday. Went to a church today just down the road, which is scale size. Yep, this battery's probably actually the perfect size and almost in the perfect place. So I parked at this end of their parking lot. Let's pause for a second on that thought. The radio on this sucks. I hooked it up, paired it up with this radio and controller. And in my driveway, outside I was saying 80 feet, and I was sitting in the middle. We got a park bench there. So 40 feet this way, 40 feet this way, no connection problems. But I get to the church parking lot, and let's say this is my Toyota 4Runner. This is actually probably pretty good scale. So I park here underneath the basketball goal that's right here. And I just pegged the controller just wide open, and it's doing great. And I went to go turn, and at this point I'm maybe 70 feet away from my truck, and I'm like, okay, let's pull her back, because it didn't take anything to get full throttle in this open parking lot. So we get to about this point, and I go to turn, it's doing nothing, and it just keeps going and keeps going and keeps going and keeps going all the way to the other end of the parking lot, jumps over the edge of the parking lot, heads into a farmer's hayfield, and disappears. So I did the drive of shame all the way down, found it, recovered it, and so I park at the other end of the church parking lot, and so I just go, this way, side to side, and I'm kind of parked in the middle, so the effective range on this radio is literally 40 feet either direction, and you lose connection. So it really sucks. I'm going to put a radio link receiver in this tonight and take it out and run it again tomorrow over the church parking lot. We had a blast over there doing that. Probably got 35 minutes of runtime on this today. 15, maybe 20 yesterday. And so this battery is one of the original ones that came with it, and I believe it is, or was it one of the shorter? No, because this one came with the HBX. This is the kind that came with those. So, or was it this one? Hell, I don't remember. Anyway, this battery is what I ran in it every time I've ran it, and so it's been charged and ran 4 times. I mark all my batteries like that. So every time I've tried to run this car, it's broken. Like I said, we've shattered everything up here and in here, replaced it, ran it, broke it. Oh, a third time took it out. And the pin, which carries your receiver down here, or your bearing carrier, is that going to focus? This pin backed out with the screw still in it. Don't know how that happened, but I replaced that pin. Did a video where I complained about it, said it kind of sucked unless you're driving in a ball field or a gravel driveway. It does fine, just be cautious, because it hurts. Oh, another thing, the first time I ran it, when I pinned it open in my driveway, the original tires that came with it came unglued. This one came unglued, and maybe it was this one came unglued as well. So they just spun, and so I had the HBX 16, and I put these wheels on it from that. And then while I was waiting for this to get shipped, I was trying to bone up on it, know what I should to look out for, and all that. And all the videos are like, oh, it's the best thing since sliced bread. I would order these tires from RC 4-wheel drive, wheels and tires, come pre-glued, and they are padded. These are nice. I've actually had one pair of these before that I had on the HBX 16 scale. I think, yeah, the 1/16, and liked them. And so, but that car ended up, it was a complete joke, so I sent it back, and I think that's why I bought this to begin with. Anyway, the original pair of these I had, they sent me three all going the same direction, and one going the wrong direction. So now, I talked to them in the feedback section, and they're like, "Oh, we'll send you a brand new set." So I painted them today. Just pulled them out of the bag. They've been in the bag for over a year. So I painted them today. I think I might throw those on. But what I'm going to do is definitely get the radio link hooked up to it tonight and take it back to that church parking lot. I'd like to find some street tires to run on it in that parking lot. That would be fun. The baseball diamond, I feel like I'm just going to be driving around in circles, which basically doing a big ass parking lot anyway. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But this did really good in an open parking lot. No parking blocks, no light poles, no nothing. Just a wide open, empty parking lot. It was a good time. It was a good time. I'm not going to say I feel bad for shitting on it last year in the video for it, because I think everything I said was truthful. I didn't embellish on anything. It's literally broken every time I've taken it out, minus the 15 minutes yesterday in my flat driveway and the 15 or 20 minutes today in the church parking lot. So it is very fast. I cannot pin it in my 80-foot driveway. I can't go past half throttle before I have to back off throttle to turn around and go the other way again. And that got kind of old, so that's why we hit the church parking lot. So the original receiver and radio sucks. There's a huge latency delay in the throttle response, going forwards, reverse, whatever. Just going forwards, letting off throttle and hitting throttle again. 1 or 2 second delay, and then it goes. So that's why we switched to this radio and receiver. And then we discovered our problems with that today. So we're going to fix that problem tonight. And I was wanting to touch base with you guys and let you know, I finally took it off the shelf, and the thing's actually, it's pretty fun. So that's what I've been doing past couple days. I'm sorry about the long delay in the videos. I've had some heart problems the past few months, and that's the main reason I haven't been down here doing much of anything. Don't get me wrong, I've been coming down here, I just haven't shot any videos. I've been coming down here, messing around on the indoor crawler course and stuff like that, and messing with the tracks that's over here, and just trying to clear my mind. A lot of shit goes on when you start having problems like that. And I think they're ironed out, so enough of that shit. It's time to get back to life. So hope you guys enjoy the video. I'm gonna have this up tonight, so what's on the bench Wednesday is actually released on Wednesday. So again, hope you guys liked the video. Look forward to seeing you guys soon. I'm going to get the Traxxas back out, the Bronco version 2 back out tomorrow, hopefully, once the parts come in, and try and go out and hit some trails with it. So summer's coming. We'll see you guys soon.